You know, it's been 250 years since the Continental Congress created the Continental Army, which would eventually become the U.S. Army, over a year before the Declaration of Independence was even signed. And since then, over 41 million Americans have served in the U.S. military, myself being one of them. Here's a picture of me during my tour of duty in Baghdad in Iraq. And today there's approximately 1.3 million Americans who are serving active duty or in the reserves or National Guard. And I want to take a moment to share a very personal message to them as a veteran, as somebody who's been in their shoes, that just because you take an oath to obey the orders of the president and the officers appointed by him, you also have an oath to defend the Constitution. And what happens when those two are at odds? What happens when obeying orders defends international rules of warfare, or just your own personal conscience, your own sense that something is being asked of me to participate in that is wrong, and you do have a choice in that moment to disobey an order? I want to encourage you that there are others, particularly veterans like myself, who want to have your back in those moments. And I think of those who were recently deployed to the streets of Los Angeles who, in my opinion, are carrying on the worst of our history as a nation and as our military, which unfortunately, as I've come to learn, especially after I enlisted post 9/11 and served in the Army, is largely one of being cannon fodder for the expansion of colonialism and greedy capitalism. Whether you hold my opinions on that matters not. What matters is you right now, and whether you're being asked to do something that violates your conscience or your oath to defend the Constitution. A while back, I created a website, warriorsofconscience.com. I haven't had a chance to build it out. I encourage you to check it out. And if you're seeing this and you know of somebody who's actively serving the military, I'd really love for you to consider sharing it with them. And I wanted to begin a conversation where hopefully over time we can find ways to continue to support those who are serving the military so that they can do so with honor and in a way that honors their conscience as well. That's all I wanted to share today.